Nate, man, shout out to Nate, bro.
Whoa. What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dray Day podcast. I'm your host with the most, the Hoods ESPN, Crystal Street's very own Dray Day. What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, it's right there on the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Almost at 970 subscribers. So again, almost at that 1,000 mark. So we're on what? April 10th, I believe. So yeah, help your boy out, get them subscribers up. So hopefully by the end of April, I'm at that milestone mark. But also hit that notification bell so that way once a video is dropped, you will get a notification letting you know that I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. This video here, y'all know what today is. And for the 7th week in a row, again, I'm trying to be consistent with these Ask The Hoods Espn. So again, I want to thank everybody that's been sending me their questions. Again, the ones that I love, those are the ones that I do. And the ones that I got for this one, goody. Yeah, so let's get straight to it, shall we? I don't want to hold y'all up. Again, it's only 5. I've had some people say, yo, do 10. Don't want to do 10. I'll negotiate 7, but 10, I'm not doing 10. But all right, let's get to it, shall we? The first question, shout out to my man Eric for asking this question. Yeah, this one right here is going to be a goodie. What's your opinion with Stephen A. Smith? Well, it wasn't that long ago. It might have been last year. I did a video about Stephen A. I had him disguised as a clown because the way he's been acting and whatnot. If you would have asked me this 10 years ago, what did I think of him? I looked to him as a mentor. Like, he was one of the reasons on why I even wanted to start a podcast, because, you know, working at my old job, shout out to my guys I used to work with, it's too many to name. Curlin, Arnold, Juan, Rami, Gabe, Mike, Gio, Gerard, Kevin, LJ. Too many to name. I know I'm leaving some people out, but I'm just freestyling this. But the point is that when we used to have, my man Hector, I got to shout him out too. Liz, even though she wasn't in the conversations, Luce, yeah. But again, when we used to have our sport debates at work, and see, again, this was back then. So this was before podcasting and all that stuff. We used to go in, and they would always call me Stephen A. Smith. See, back then when they did it, cool. I digged it. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked to him as a mentor. I looked to Shannon Sharp as a mentor. Like, they were the reasons on why I wanted to start a podcast in the first place. We fast forward to now, and so much respect is gone from this dude. Just so much. And the crazy thing is, it was 3 years ago when he dropped his book, when he dropped his memoir. I went to Barnes & Noble to go meet him. First in line. Get the autograph, take a picture with him, all that shit. You know what I mean? So back then, I rocked with him. We fast forward to now, and just the way he's been carrying himself, I can't get with it. I just can't get with it. Like, First Take has been a horrible show to watch. Horrible show. I can't even stomach it. The only day I do watch here and there is Wednesday, and that's only because of Mad Dog. It's not because of him. It's because of Mad Dog. The way he is with his politics, and, him grifting for this party, grifting for that party. Like, this dude would do anything for money. This is the same dude that went on, I forgot what show he went on, and he was like, the first thing he does when he wake up in the morning is think of how he can make his boss more money. And then you see how he treat certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw how he treated Max Kellerman, right? We saw how he treated Shannon when his lawsuit came out, right? And granted, you got some people out there that say, oh, he opened doors for us and this, that, and the third. But just the way he's been acting as of late is not something that I can get with. I can't. I honestly can't. So yeah. And then again, like, his takes on women's basketball, I can't take seriously, because this is somebody that doesn't watch women's basketball. He doesn't. He already proved that already. Monica McNutt put him on a platter a few years ago and told him with his platform, he could have been talked about women's basketball. But it wasn't until Caitlin Clark came. Now, all of a sudden, you want to talk women's basketball. So anything that he speak about as it pertains to women's basketball now, I don't listen to. Your opinion means nothing to me, because I know you don't watch women's basketball. I know you don't. You probably watch the box score or see highlights on ESPN, but you're not sitting there watching these games. And I know you're not. And I know you're not. So yeah, that's my take on him, honestly. Like, I can't even say I respect the hustle, because you've sold your soul to get to where you at right now. So yeah, I can't get with it. I don't want to dive on this too much, because there's other questions. I could do a whole video on this, but yeah, that's how I feel about him. But dope question though, my guy. Dope question. The next question, shout out to Skylar for this question. Here we go. Your top 5 sports athletes of all time. Wow. Well, the first two is a lock. So obviously the first one would be Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Second would be Serena Williams. And then for 3, 4, and 5, it's fluid. Like, it can change. Like, the first two is always going to be MJ and Serena. So for 3, 4, and 5, it could change. But for today, number 3, I'm going to go with Derek Jeter. Number 4, I'm going to go with Tom Brady, because I'm trying to pick from each sport. I'm not trying to have 2 in one sport. I'm trying to share the wealth. Like, I picked the NBA player, I picked the tennis player, I picked the baseball player, I picked the football player. So for this, so for this question, I'm gonna pick one from each sport. So obviously, I said Jordan, I said Serena Williams, I said Derek Jeter, I said Tom Brady. So my 5th spot, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Money Mayweather. I'm gonna go with Floyd. I'm gonna go with Floyd Money Mayweather. So those are my 5 sport athletes of all time. My honorable mention will obviously be Muhammad Ali, but again, I didn't grow up watching him. So for a lot of my list, no matter what the sport is, my list is going to always be people that I actually grew up watching. I can't pick people that I didn't grow up watching. Now, I'll mention them. They'll be an honorable mention, but on my list, I can't put them on my list because I didn't grow up watching them. You know, I got to be respectful and mention the people that I actually was outside for, grew up watching. You get me? So, yeah. So I got Jordan, Serena, Jeter, Brady, Mayweather. Those are my top 5 sports athletes of all time. And it can change. Like it definitely can change. You know, I can throw Magic in there. I can throw Tim Duncan in there. I can throw primetime Deion Sanders in there. I can throw Ken Griffey in there. Like there's a lot of names that I can throw in there. But for today, those are my choices. So yeah, dope question. You definitely had me thinking with this one. Because again, the first 2 is a lock. MJ and Serena Williams. Like those 2 is a lock. 3, 4, and 5, that can change. But appreciate the question. Third question. Shout out to my man Mike for this question. Do you prefer audio podcasts or visual? Now, downright visual. Like right now, it's clearly visual. I've been podcasting for 8 years now. August will make 8 years. And I would say the first 6 years was audio. Like I jumped on the YouTube wave in the summer of 2024. Like there's some videos on my channel that I did before 2024, but it wasn't consistent. Like I'll pop up once in the blue. But since the summer of 2024, I've been very consistent with doing visual. And I'm kind of upset that I took so long, but one thing about me is, and I will admit this, I tend to procrastinate, sometimes get in my head. And, you know, there was times I was worried about, will my videos get traction and yada, yada, yada. Now I'm to the mindset where I don't even care anymore. Like I'm doing it because like I love sports. I'm not worried about the views. I'm not worried about it. So that really does nothing for me. So prefer audio or visual? Oh yeah, absolutely visual. Visual now. Audio was fun, but you know, now in this space, they need to see a face. They need to see a face with, you know, what you're saying. So yeah, visual. Absolutely. Absolutely visual. I've shouted them out a while ago when I first started doing videos. My man O'Shea from Nation of Podcation podcast, go check him out. And shout out to my man KSAT from Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Go check both of them out. Them 2 were the main ones telling me, yo, come to YouTube, bro. Come to YouTube. So they were instrumental in me coming to YouTube. So I always got to give them their flowers for, you know, helping me get out of my head. So salute to them. So Mike, appreciate the question, my guy. Appreciate it. Fourth question. Jeanette. I like this one. I like this question. Here we go. Who's your number 1 pick for the WNBA draft on Monday? It's funny because I was speaking to my girl about this last weekend. We was talking about who should go number 1. A while ago. In fact, for the draft lottery, when they did they draft lottery, and we found out who the number one pick was going to be, and it was the Dallas Wings. The pick that I had in mind that Dallas should take when they get that, when the draft starts, the number one pick should be Lauren Betts. That was my opinion back then. And then you hear the comments, you see people's opinion, and everybody is fixated on this. Oh, AZ Fudd should go to Dallas. AZ Fudd should go to Dallas. We want to see her and Paige together again. Y'all want to see them back together, and it's not because of basketball. I don't care what anybody says. That's not why y'all want to see them together. Y'all want to see them together because obviously they are a couple. And yes, they won a national championship at UConn, but this is the WNBA. You playing with grown-ass women now. And for me, I felt this way back then, and I feel this way now. If the Dallas Wings, not even if, when they get they have the number one pick, it should be either Lauren Betts on their mind or our fam, the young girl from Spain. Those should be their two options. Dallas doesn't need any more guards. And then now, Arike, they just she's their core player. Obviously, she's not going anywhere. So that's more of a reason on why you don't need another guard. What you need is a big. And Lauren Betts, 6'7". You can't teach that. You can't teach that. You put her with Paige and Enrique, if she's staying, that's who you get. You don't go after AZ Fudd. If you draft AZ Fudd, obviously this is not a basketball move. It's not. You want a couple's reunion. That's what you want. And me personally, I'm not jacking it. I'm sorry. I'm not. Call it what you want. No. That's not the move that Dallas needs. You need Lauren Betts or you need our fam. Because I tell you what, let Lauren Betts go number 2. Let her go number 2. You know who got that pick? The Minnesota Lynx. Now, could you imagine her in that front court with Nafisa Collier? And a little birdie told me that Madam President Nneka Onwumike was just in Minnesota for, she's a free agent, so obviously she's going to meet teams, but, they threw a little presentation at her. Welcome Nneka and balloons and stuff like that. Like, they courting her real hard. So, again, Dallas, I hope they're thinking about that. Lauren Betts is the pick, or our fam. It's not AZ Fudd. And this is no knock to AZ Fudd. I'm not saying she's a scrub, because obviously she's not. Now, she had a horrible performance in the national semifinals against South Carolina, but that still doesn't take away the fact that she's an exceptional player. But for this draft, no, she's not the number one pick. No, she's not the number one pick. It's either Lauren Betts or our fam, and I'm going to stand on that. If you draft AZ Fudd number 1, obviously it's not a basketball move. Simple and plain. It is what it is. But, yeah, Lauren Betts, for me, is the number 1 pick. The national championship, her winning the national championship, that don't mean nothing. It means something, but for the most part, we've seen players win national championships that didn't go number 1. You know what I mean? Camila Cardoso, she won the national championship. What year? She won it. Yeah, she won it the year that she got drafted. Went undefeated. She didn't go number 1. She went number 3, but she didn't she didn't go number 1. So just because you won a national championship doesn't mean you're going to go number 1. But in this case, Lauren Betts been killing it all year. And with that height, like I just said, 6'7", you can't teach that. Play both sides of the ball. will definitely make it difficult for some of them girls on the front court. I don't think she'll make it difficult for Asia, Stewie, and Nafisa, but you get my point. But yes, Lauren Betts for me is the number one pick. I wouldn't be mad at our fan, but for me, the number one pick is Lauren Betts. So there you have it. And the last question, shout out to Selenia. I actually work with her. I actually work with her, and she had asked this, and I was like, yo, I'm definitely going to put this question on my joint for Friday. So here it is. I'm thinking of starting a podcast. What piece of advice can you give me? Well, I'm going to tell you what I told her. First of all, whatever it is that you want to speak on, be knowledgeable of it. That's number one. So it don't matter what it is you want to talk about. It could be about relationships. It could be about sports. It could be about entertainment, religion, whatever the case may be. Just be knowledgeable of what it is that you want to speak about. Because the one thing that I hate in this podcast space is that it's so many people that got them. And I listen to some of these podcasts, and these motherfuckers have no clue what they're talking about. It's like, yo, who told you that it was a good idea to start a podcast? Like, who put that battery in your back and was like, yo, my G, yo, you should start a podcast. Yo, you be talking that shit. It's so many people I know. So many people I know. And it's like, yo, who told you to do this? Like, who put that battery in your back? So, yeah, like, be knowledgeable. And you gotta have charisma. You gotta have a personality. Nobody wants to sit there and watch somebody's show that's bland as hell. They don't want to sit there and listen to somebody that's boring as shit either. So my two pieces of advice, well, I'll say three: knowledgeable, charisma, sense of humor, personality, all that shit. Put all of that together, and like, if you want to start a podcast, that's what you need to have. That's what you need to have. Obviously, you know, the concept, what it is that you want to talk about. Obviously, you definitely got to have that. But I think I think that element is self-explanatory. But yeah, those other things I just said, yeah, you definitely got to have those. You definitely got to have those. So, yeah. This question, I actually like this question, and I want to make it the last question because, you got to end with a bang, right? So I think I started it with a bang, and now I'm ending it with a bang. So, again, for anybody that's been sending me questions, appreciate it. Keep them coming. You never know. Your question might be on here. It might be on here. So keep the questions coming, man. Keep them coming. Don't get discouraged. Just because your question didn't make this one, don't mean it won't make the next one. So keep the questions coming, man, because this is fun. This is real fun. I'm glad I actually came up with this. I guess you could say I came up with this concept. I guess it's my way to engage with the people that watch my podcast, whether it's close friends, because again, close friends have asked me questions. My man Taz has asked me a lot of questions. My bro Quan, my man Alif, like they're the main three who's asked me a lot of questions as it pertains to like personal friends. So I appreciate them for doing that. But for y'all, for the rest of y'all, hit me in the comments. Send me questions in the comments, and I'll get to them if I like them. But until the next time, it's a wrap for this video. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the channel, of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Again, I'm almost at 1,000. So hopefully by the end of the month, I'm near. All right. So like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend and tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dray podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Y'all have a good weekend. Your boy is out of here. Peace.